for today. So we had a fairly strong confirmation bar onto basically had a close above a weekly level, which was this previous week's high here. Now, we had a 4-hour close above that, we had an 8-hour close above it, and then we sort of came back onto it. So if we come to the daily here, let's get this level. Let me just zoom in quickly so we can get the level exact. There we go. Okay, so you can see we had a daily close above this level as well. So we had an hour close, a 4-hour close, and an 8-hour close, as well as a daily close above this level. We're now coming back to test it. That is significant because it is a weekly level. Okay, and if you look to the left, it is the top of the gap. So the top of the gap, and what I refer to as top of the gap, is you can see we gap down. So there's the start of the gap. We didn't come back up and test it. So that's the previous high after the gap. So this is always an area of interest. There's always profit taking there. There's always, if it's coming up to test the gap, the bears are always waiting there to try and drive it back down again. The bulls will take profit there. So it's always an area of interest. And we've tested it once, twice, and we've now closed above it ever so slightly. Okay, it's not strong enough for me at the moment, but it is a close above a major level. So basically what that means to me is that 3294 is slowly becoming a line in the sand. So 3200 was the previous line in the sand. So this is the next level of interest for me, where once you get above it and test it and you hold it for a couple of days, that becomes your level. If you break below that, then you've got trouble coming. But if you don't break below it and you hold it, then the trend continues to the upside. Anyway, the trend is clearly to the upside. There's no debate about that. We've had the pin bar set up here with a confirmation bar onto a level. Nothing strange about that. We are testing this level, and just a little bit off it here. There it is. There it is there. Okay, so we are definitely testing this level at the moment. So for me, everything hinges on this level, 3294. Looking for some price action on the level. The price action that we see right now is not really conducive to anything. It's pretty much sideways at the moment. I'm still watching this with interest. We're going to have to break below it. And if we do break below it, you'll probably find we'll be held up somewhere in the region of 3280, or alternatively down here at 3275. That's kind of the area that I would expect us to be, sort of find some support for another attack at this level. But the fact that we are staying above this from this hourly close here, so that being 13 hours that we have stayed above it. Granted, we have the Asian session in the majority of that, but I would be inclined to believe that we need to watch this level at the open. So if we can hold this level, then there is an opportunity for a move to the upside, and that move is pretty much to the gap. Let me just get to the gap. I do have a level on the gap. Okay. So your target area here is going to be the gap, which is up here, and that is right over there at 3333. Okay, 3333. So it's well worth watching this. Even if we pull back into this area here, which would be a half decent trade, to be honest with you, if we can get back to this area, that's a definite area for a long, because you're going to be risking sort of 170 points for a 540 point gain. So not quite 5 to 1, but probably in the region of 4 point something to 1 trade. And that is, that's a substantial trade. I mean, that's a half decent trade to take. The other scenario here is if we hold this level that we're at now, Let's just take it from higher up there. We get some positive price action, breaks up there. You have a 100-point risk for a 300-point trade, so a 3-to-1 trade. So this is well worth watching and paying attention to at the moment. I don't anticipate the pullback to 3 to 80. It may happen. And in my opinion, I mean, if you're up here, you put in sort of you're going to be scaling in on this one just in case it does pop down. But then I'm not really going to panic because my stop area is down here. Okay, stop area is below this pin bar here, which is 3263. So that low is 3263. So 3260 is the stop area for me. And even from there to there, it's a 350-point stop loss for a 350-point gain. So that's still a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Okay, anyway, so that's my view for today. Either of these setups will get me long. Okay, so this is the first one right here, 32.94. If we break down below it, then I'm looking at 32.80 area for another opportunity to get long. Okay, the way you can trade this range at the moment is on the break. So the break at the moment would be right over there at 3,300. Okay, so break above 3,300 gets you long with a stop over here. So that's going to be around there, let's say, with a stop over here. So it's 110-point stop loss roughly. Okay, here we go. That is my view on the S&P at the moment. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.